Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to Compassion UHC Season 1. My name is JamestheDouglas, and this is my perspective of the season. Now, unfortunately, this first episode of the season will be done with post-game commentary, and then a wee bit more of the season will be done with post-game commentary, but you'll see how much more when we get there. So yeah, this is Compassion, organised by XSummerbash, and this is actually take 3. We had to do 2 redos, and now we're on to this one. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be uploaded, we'll see. But it is a team of 3, random teams, not random teams, mystery teams, that's it. It's hosted by CG, it's mystery teams of 3, which means at episode 2 we get a piece of wool and then we've got to go find our teammates. I notoriously do bad with these sorts of things. So, XSummerbash is dead. Thank goodness he is a spectator. At this point in time I'm just gathering some logs just to make sure that I don't get the wood achievement basically, or the crafting bench achievement. I want to hide my achievements. I think that's very useful because I've seen the achievements being utilised to give people an advantage, and I wanted to hide them as far as possible. So that's my reason for doing it. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it, and I don't think it's either cheap, and I think it's worth the time. If I wouldn't worry about it if I'd mucked it up. But thankfully this time I didn't. So, as you can see, we are just making our tools. It is a wee bit laggy at the start here. Hopefully that will ease off a bit. Also, I should say I will be editing this as we go, because I do. There are points where I go AFK in this first episode. Hopefully that won't detract from the viewing of it. But yeah, let's just get on with it. So as you can see here, as I said, just getting our early tools. I notoriously do very badly in mystery teams. I have done a few Reddit mystery teams, and I don't think I've ever found a teammate. See, there's a school of thought here, and I'm not sure to what extent people utilise it or no, but apparently the point of mystery teams is deception. You can, if you kill someone and then get another wool, you can use that wool to deceive the person, pretend you're on their team, and then bam, you backstab them. And I personally don't like that, purely because I don't like deception. But that is one school of thought with regards to mystery teams. And that's why people criticise the leather caps. That's one of the arguments against the leather caps, mystery team plugin, whatever. So instead of a wool, you'll get a cap. A cap's actually a good idea if you think about it, because it's always on your head, you can't take it off. Every time you see someone, you know exactly what team they're in. So there's no faking it, you don't have to wait for someone to give the wool, and yeah, that's about it. That's really all there is. It's simple as that. You've got to trust people with mystery teams as well, that they don't obviously tell people what team they're on or where they are, etc, etc. Thankfully we've got CG, who's a fair host, to spectate it for us. Now, the minute I found chickens, not found cows or reeds at the minute, or horses. Horses drop leather as well. So we just need to find these. I should say the reason I'm doing post-game commentary is A, because my mic was on mute, but my mic was on mute for a reason, because I was speaking to someone at the time on Skype, and in this early part, I was basically checking an electricity bill. So here I see, who's that? XBlaze. So I saw XBlaze there. Obviously, wool hasn't been assigned yet, so there's no point going up to him and showing him my wool, because I don't have it. And even if I did have it and he had a different one, there would be no chance I'd be able to kill him, because PvP's not on. So I just run the other way and forget about it. But yeah, I'm checking my electricity bill at the minute, because my first bill is due in for my flat, and I spent this first episode partly checking it, partly playing the game, which was very off-putting. And keep in mind, while I was checking this electric bill, I was, and speaking to this person on Skype in this early part of the game, I had no sound. And also every time, I keep stopping here and there, and that is because I'm looking down at my sheet of paper that says how much I owe and how much I've used. It works on estimate figures, so they don't actually know how much I've used, they just take a guess. And to be fair, their guesses were actually pretty close. So, they always estimate it slightly more than it is, so you have to pay more. There's ways around it, which I will look into in due course. But, like for this first bill I've got, it was pretty close. I give them credit for that. Anyway, we see people getting achievements there. Somebody just got cow tipper. I did get a ton of starter food. I should mention it was cut clean. Cut clean was supposed to be on, but I think I've already killed chickens and got uncooked meat, as you saw as I opened my inventory there. Or maybe you didn't see. Rewind the video if you want, but you will see more evidence of it in just a minute. Spoilers. Not too much longer. I thought I took damage there. Just looked down, it's like, no! But it was all good. So I think my hope for this game, I'll be honest, okay, I wasn't going into this game. I wasn't feeling confident, and I was like, we've already redone it twice. So the first time we did it, it was hosted by some guy called Cheese James, I believe, and it ended with op abuse because a bunch of people went into creative and started killing everyone on the server. So that had to be redone, and I don't know why the second one had to be redone. But seeing as it's never going to get uploaded, I'll just spoil it. Basically, Strobe's Cave Full Diamond. I was with Strobes and he did it. Strobe's Cave Full Diamond. He did it and I were caving together. And then, sheep don't drop food, as you can see, which is quite strange, but they do drop XP, so that's fine. Anyway, Strobe's Cave Full Diamond, we kept telling him to come to us so we could enchant. He killed like 2 people or something, and then I got jumped in the cave and I died in episode 4, I think it was. And unfortunately, that season was kind of ruined by tons of accusations. Loads of people were accusating and against a team. Whether they were or not, I'm not sure. I think they provided evidence to show they weren't. But either way, accusations are not particularly nice in RRs. Let's hope this one is a little friendlier. Got more chickens. Might as well see what we can acquire from them. So at this point in time, I didn't really have a clear plan in mind. My thinking was to get reeds and leather. Obviously, we've acquired one half of that, which being the reeds, obviously. And I think I was trying to get away from 0-0 as far as possible because I didn't want to run into anyone too early. Part of me wanted to get as close to the wall as possible, but I had misgivings about that because I didn't know if the wall shrunk or not. And I didn't know what the boundaries were either. I didn't really listen in the intro. In fact, I know I've not posted the intro because someone was making rude noises during it, and at times it became incomprehensible. So I don't know what was going on there, but it's I didn't bother putting it in because it wasn't worth it. Not worth the trouble for me, at least. But other than that, I didn't actually know what the border was. I didn't know some of the rules. I didn't know, but beyond the simple ones, I think I'm fairly capable at playing a fair game. So we're still in the mountains. I'm making my way. I'm not sure if I've checked my coords yet. I'm sure I have. But, as I said, we're just making our way away from 0-0. Some more sheep here. I've not seen any cows. I've actually not seen any pigs either, as far as I can remember. It's just chickens and sheep. And obviously sheep give me nothing, so there's no point in killing them. Got my trusted crafting benches. I won't need to make one for a while, hopefully, unless I leave them all behind, which I have done before. Quite awkward when that happens. And obviously we got like starter foods, so we can survive off that. Then I see mobs over there. Decide it'd be a good idea to kill the skelly first, and then I, as you can see, changed my mind. Went for the spider because obviously string is important for a bow and or rod. Now we come to the lush flatlands and the enchanted forests of the the wild. So we head down into the valley, down into the plain to see what we can find there, hoping I might find a cave, hoping I might find maybe a cow or a horse or something of that ilk that will provide us with leather. I've not seen too many bunny rabbits actually, but I've got a suspicion that this was... I know it's not 1.8 worlds, but it must be a 1. It must be some sort of a 1.7 plugin if sheep don't drop anything, if you know what I mean. Or maybe not, because they don't drop wool either. Anyway, I decide that I look at the time and think, yo, it's been like, I don't know how long, it's been 10 minutes already or something. It's time to go and get enchanted, or not enchanted. Oh, he did explode. Now see, because I didn't have sounds, I ran away and I turned around and he wasn't there. I didn't hear the explosion. And so I was like, yo, I'm pretty sure he didn't explode because I would have taken damage. But unfortunately, I was then paranoid because I was like, did he just disappear? Is he invisible? What the heck's going on? You need to excuse me sometimes here because I need to take a drink of water at times because my throat is getting dry just speaking. So, got my first iron in the area above a ravine. It's probably not a good place to stand. I should probably move away soon. Soon. Come on, get away. Move. Yo, I really want myself to move. Do you ever get that moment where you watch videos that you've made and you're doing something and you're like, why are you doing that? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? But as you can see, I didn't get hit and I've moved away. So just trying to get some more iron. Trying to make sure I've got enough iron at least. At the end of the day, I really want enough iron just to get full iron and just be, fairly safe. I mean, at the end of the day, oh, that was a creeper. See, I didn't know that was a creeper. I could have died there. I need to edit this part because I actually went to do an electricity reading, as you can see by my typing. So I thought that was a skeleton actually because it only did half a heart of damage. That could have been a death for me. I was under the impression it was a skeleton, as I said, only did half a heart, but it was a creeper. That is really interesting. Could have died there. Thankfully, I survive and live to tell the tale, which is good. Alright, so a bit of a drop there. Then at this point, I'm afraid I had to, I think, do another meter reading. But, because I mean, the electric reading is kind of important on the basis that you're obviously required to pay for it. If I don't pay for my electricity, I am stuffed, basically. So that was kind of important, and I had to do it at that time because people who could advise me about it were I was in contact with. So that was why I was doing it right now. But I wanted to play the UHC as well, so get the best of both worlds. So I just place a crafting bench there. It's time to smelt up my iron. I thought it was supposed to be cut clean. Keep in mind I'm not looking at chat either, so I'm sure people are probably complaining about it or at least questioning it. And so I don't really... I've not been looking at chat as I've been speaking about this either. So we're just kind of like... I'm just guessing people were complaining about it. Again, sorry for the breaks in the video. I am obviously focusing on other things at that time. And... oh. Need to get some more stone for another furnace. Or no, it's not. It's fuel I need. Because I didn't get enough logs. In fact, I never actually got the log achievement because I chopped all my trees. I got all my logs for tools and crafting tables and that. And then, end of episode 1. I'll continue my tale in the next episode. See you next time.